Hey everyone, what's up? This is Knife once again with number 9 of my vlog. So this time I want to talk about, I read something online of WWE wanting to produce a Best of WCW Nitro DVD and have Diamond Dallas Page as the host of the DVD. Now, for those of you who don't know who Diamond Dallas Page is, I don't even know where to start. um, his finishing move was called the Diamond Cutter, which is basically just like the RKO, almost the same exact move, a little modified. But I'm sure a lot of you guys with who knows wrestling knows DDP and the Diamond Cutter. Um, but this video, I want to talk about them even releasing a Best of Nitro DVD. Now, I was never a Nitro guy. I was never a WCW guy. I was the ECW guy back in the day. And, I don't know, for WWE to produce a Best of Nitro DVD, I guess I can see why, I don't know, but like, a part of me sees why the other part just doesn't. And I know that sounds weird, but for the most part, I look at it like this. Why? What moments can you possibly have for a Best of Nitro DVD? I mean, there were some. I mean, the only real memorable clip that I can remember, it didn't even happen on Nitro actually. It was when it was at Bash at the Beach. I can't remember what year exactly, but the Giant, aka Big Show, basically tossed himself into a body of water because they were in Palm Springs, I believe. Now, like I said, I was never the WCW guy, so I never really watched it, so maybe that's why I'm like, what moments can they possibly use? But, I mean, obviously they're going to point out the NWO. They're obviously going to point out the rise of Goldberg and other stars like that. The Cruiserweight division, I'm sure, is going to get some attention on this DVD. So, I mean, I can see that they have some things to be produced with, but here's what I don't understand about that, is why are you using DDP? I mean, you have the Big Show, Rey Mysterio, you could probably even try to get Chris Jericho, who played, in my opinion, a good part of Nitro. Bill Goldberg, even, you could get. I think Bill Goldberg would probably be the better fit than DDP, but I'm not trying to, rain down on his status, but when it comes to WCW, I think Goldberg. I don't think DDP. And once again, for the third time, I have to reiterate that I was never a WCW guy. Now, in terms of the stars that they could have used, obviously you can't use Hogan and Bischoff. Those would probably be the two biggest names you could have got. But since they're under contract to TNA, that just can't happen. Booker T, like I said, in my opinion, I think would be a great name to be brought up because he was a 5-time champion. Backstage, you have Arn Anderson, you have Billy Kidman working for WWE, so why not one of those guys? Dean Malenko, have maybe like 2 or 3 hosts, and like in between the clips, just like say Billy Kidman here, Arn Anderson here, switch it up. But I mean, it's what they want to do, so I mean, truthfully, I'm not big on having the Nitro DVD. Now, it is the year 2011. Now, I haven't said this for long, but I've said it enough, is that it's the year 2011. Anything that's with WCW and ECW should be dead by now. The last year any of that should have been in existence should have been around like 2009. Here we are, though, 2 years later, and we're still talking about this. It's like, both promotions died 10 years ago. And I read on Facebook the other day, Steve Corino said, early January, he said, this day 10 years ago, I was at the Hammerstein wrestling on ECW's very last pay-per-view, which was guilty as charged. I don't know if that was my favorite ECW pay-per-view. It's up there, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the older stuff than the newer years of the original ECW is what I'm talking about. Anything from like 99 to 2001 was kind of But I mean, it was good, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, I'm getting off track. WCW. Excuse me. Now, I think that they should have created a like best moments of WCW DVD if they were to produce anything, because to have just Nitro, I mean, you're missing out on all the pay-per-views. You're missing out on Thunder, if there really were any. I mean, I never even watched Thunder. I mean, never once, so I don't know of any moments. But bottom line is that you would have so much if you had the greatest moments in WCW history. I mean, you had the rise and fall of WCW, which I honestly wanted to get, because I was looking at it, and some of the clips, like for the trailer that they had, that they would show on WWE programming, looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So all in all, I think that they never should have created this. You know, I mean, it would be, it's great to have because it's gonna still show a piece of history. But that's the thing. I mean, with ECW, they produced the rise and fall of ECW, Bloodsport. If you count One Night Stand, I mean, they did a lot with ECW, so I guess it'd only be fair in a way to do WCW. But here's the thing. No one cares. I mean, you don't have to pay any attention to WCW. They didn't even have to do anything ECW related. Now, when ECW One Night Stand happened in '05, I was very happy. A lot of the matches felt like it was 2001 again. The matches were amazing. Now, why they didn't do that with WCW in the first place, I don't know. I mean, they could have had amazing matches set up, but I mean, you know, it's whatever. But then again, the last chance that they would really have, if you really wanted to have a good WCW pay-per-view by WWE, would be like 2003, because that's when they had Goldberg. When Booker T was at a new height, Chris Jericho. So, I mean, now, obviously, it's 2011. A lot of those guys from the Attitude Era, they're just about done with their careers. A lot of them, I mean, there's still a lot left. All of them went to TNA. I mean, off the top of my head, you know, debating if he's still wrestling for TNA, Sting. I mean, we really don't know what's going on with him. You got Kevin Nash, who's in the same boat as Sting, but other guys who were around during that Attitude Era for WCW and ECW, Tommy Dreamer, Rob Van Dam, Raven, you know. You can't even say Booker T. He's still wrestling, just not with TNA though. But bottom line is that a lot of those guys are still around, and to make a WCW Nitro DVD, I feel that it's too late. It shouldn't exist, in my opinion. Well, I shouldn't say that. It should exist, you know, but it's just too late, because not too many people really care anymore. Because a lot of the fans now are not the same fans as what there were back in the Attitude Era. There's still those fans, yeah, but a lot of them just moved on. Back in the Attitude Era, everything was skyrocketing. I mean, ratings through the roof. Wrestlers became these huge names: Undertaker, The Rock, Austin, Goldberg, Kevin Nash. You know, there's only so much you can do to where it's like time to move on. They produced that High Flyers DVD. I really wanted that. I didn't get it. They produced the greatest 50 superstars of all time. I didn't get it, but there was actually someone on YouTube that uploaded the whole documentary. So I watched it on YouTube part by part. And it took me a while because I couldn't do it in one sitting, but bottom line is, like, now it's just time to move on. You know, produce just your pay-per-views, documentaries on like a superstar, have it in Blu-ray. It's just time to move on. I mean, I'm not gonna buy the Nitro DVD. If someone uploads the whole thing on YouTube, I'll watch it. Because I guess it would be nice to have a retrospect done. But other than that, I consider anything ECW, anything WCW related that's going to be produced from now on, no interest whatsoever. So that's been my vlog, and thanks for watching.